Welcome to ZyNerd's Info Guide series. We already looked at the ultimate guide to NEET PG Counseling 2024. We took you through the entire set of seats, which counselings they fall under, how to define the possibilities, define the counselings that you are interested in, and how to evaluate seats to get your preference order. So in every session possibly we are going to repeat this, but please bear with us. Probably what we need to do now is results. I know my rank. Get into what are the possibilities for my rank across whether I am eligible. So basically, based on the seats that you want, you will define whether it is possible or which counselings I am eligible for. Even if it is possible, am I eligible for the counselling? Decide the counselling, and within the counselling, what is possible? What are the certificates and documents required for this counselling? There might be 1, 2, 3, many counselings. Possibility based, you get your preference orders ready. Counselling wise, for this counselling, this is going to be my preference order. I am going to fill in these choices for round 1. After round 1, everything can change. You can take a decision, but to the extent possible, define your preference orders right before round 1. Get all your certificates ready. Everything else, like will I get this seat? What will happen if I don't get the seat? Can wait. This preference orders will cover for all the seats that you might get. What if you don't get the seats? Whatever you wish to take in this counselling, everything should be covered over here. Don't miss out on the certificates. This is possibly what we might need to do in the next in the next 1.5 months before the counselling starts. Possibly if it is 1.5 months, usually the counselling we are expecting it to start by September end or October beginning, around that time. Now we look at the rules for 2024. We went through something last session. We went through the sequence of counselings, how it is supposed to happen. Now we look at the rules for 2024. The rules for 2024 are not out yet. So 2024 PG counselling prospectus or information brochure for every counselling, 32 counselings including All India counselling, that will be shared by MCC and then by the state authorities. So the first process in the entire counselling will be, first, now the results will be published. We are all waiting for the results. Hopefully by the next week or by the end of August, the results will be published. Once the results are published, NMC has to finalize the seats. This we hope is already done for PG because they have sent across final decisions on PG seats. Most likely this is done. Maybe they will take some more time, but not enough to delay the counselling this year. The seats for this entire session, in the sense the last year seats plus 2024-25 academic years, increase in seats. An institute has 10 pediatric seats, they might ask for another 4 this year. That increase has to be approved by NMC. And the new seats, let us say an institute does not have pediatrics, first time they are going to start a course or PG course, or there are PG courses, they are going to start a new course again, new seats. So increase and new seats, the NMC has to approve, and this is the final set of seats for a particular counselling. This would have mostly happened, usually it delays the counselling, but this year because of the already delayed counselling, delayed examination, this should have happened. So once results are out, NMC seats, we assume that they have been finalized, and they will put up a schedule directing at a broad level all India counselling and state counselings should happen in this timeline. We already discussed that the sequence of counselling is that All India round 1 results will be published first, and then state round 1 results will be published, and so on. All India round 2 results will be published post that, and so on till All India round 3, and then All India stray and state stray. So this is the sequence in which the counselling happens. Registrations may start early. Before this, states might start the registration even before All India round 1, but All India round 1 results will be the first to be published. No one can change this. That is basis Supreme Court order, because this is the sequence in which counsellings will have to happen. Now there might be certain changes because some states have not published the result, might not do the counselling on time, but just for 3-4 states, this sequence will not be adjusted. All will go in tandem, one after the other. Some states might delay. State results alone might get delayed, but all India will go on time. That is how the sequence is. This schedule defines the actual timelines of the sequence. It will say all India round 1 this time to this time, state round 1 this time to this time. This will be followed by MCC, very clearly exact timelines. State, they can conduct their counsellings within these timelines. So within this timeline, let us say they give a 14-day gap. States may adjust their timelines separately. So NMC will give a broad schedule for the states. Conduct your round 1s within this time. And states will adjust this. My choice spelling in one state may start at a different date, end at a different date compared to another state, and joinings may also define, but it should broadly come in within this. This is why we are explaining this is once this schedule comes is published, only then any activity on the counselling can happen. So once the schedule is published, what happens is what we said, results, and then NMC will publish a broad schedule for states and all India and states to adhere to. That will also have what date course will commence and what is the last date of admissions. Course will commence in the sense you will not join your seat after, you will join your seat after all India round 1. Joining, admission, reporting, all means the same thing. You will join, get admitted or reported, all are the same. But you will not commence your course. Commencement of course is start of duties or exactly the day at which your exact course is commenced as per the NMC register. Now this commencement plus 3 years will be when you exactly complete your course. You will join, come back, attend the counsellings, and after all India round 2, that is the timeline usually when the course commences. That date will be given in this schedule. So basically you are going to attend the counselling. On the first round itself, you are not going to go ahead and start your duties. Your duty start will be later, but first round you will go join at the institute. At the institute, report and give your original certificates there, pay the first year fee and come back and look for upgradation or better options. Most of them will look for upgradation except for those who get their first preferred seat here. So same way for states too, everything can flow. State round 1 will be over. After all India round 2, courses will commence. Similarly, they will also mention a last date beyond which admissions cannot happen. Who will mention? NMC. It is NMC's responsibility to mention that. That will be part of this schedule as well. Your stray vacancy round admissions will end before this last date. That is how it works. Then MCC will first notify, usually will be the first to notify on PWD or NRI candidates. This is because PWD candidates have to go to the disability centers allotted, and in the MCC log portal they have to get a certificate after being evaluated from the disability center. These are 16 disability centers. It takes a week to 10 days. So this notification will also come in immediately. NRI notification will also come in because this has to happen. The NRI, Indian to NRI conversion in case you are sponsored, that will also take a week for MCC to start the counselling. What is MCC doing? Doing this for the All India counselling. States will also start registration during this period, so that will also happen. This is the process or timeline, usual timeline. States will start the registration. MCC will also send seat matrices. Basically, they will ask the institutes to surrender seats. Like, let us say there is a college, Medical College West Bengal. Out of the total seats, 50% have to be surrendered to All India quota. So that seats they will ask them to surrender. Give me the number of seats. They will give the number of seats speciality wise to MCC. They will prepare the seat matrix, and that is the completion of the prior process before the actual choice filling and registration starts for MCC. This itself is a 2-week period, so we will well ahead know that the counselling is going to start at this point in time and the info bulletins are released at this point in time. Why are we going through this entire thing? This gives a base for us to know when the counselling starts, when the NMC schedule is published, or when the PWD notifications are published. Once the results are published, every day you will be anxious on when the counselling is going to start. Whenever there is a first notification, beyond that you will have at least 10 to 14 days for the actual counseling to start to get everything ready. And here for states registration, they might even be parallel to MCC even before MCC's counseling start, or even before MCC's counseling start. You need to get your certificates and documents ready, and some states may have a verification process, document verification process. Karnataka has it. You believe West Bengal has it. So in case your state has it, West Bengal for certain categories, Karnataka for most of the categories. So in case your state has a document verification process offline, you go for a document verification, you should be ready with your certificates for that too. In case your state has only upload of certificates required, most of the states now have certificate uploads. In that case, you will have to get your certificates ready in a scan format. So that we will take you through over the next 15 days. All our sessions, possibly we will run 2 sessions per day on state counselings. We will let you know on that. So this is a basic process of counseling. Now we come into the rules of the counseling. The rules of the counseling are based on 2023 rules. We don't expect the rules to change much because last year there was a big change in terms of upgradation rule. That we will explain as we move forward. We don't expect that to change this year. Why? Because we have also gone through the MDS rules of 2024 PG and they are similar to the 2023 rules. What is this for? All India counseling. And most of the states have also moved ahead, and what have they done? They've aligned with how the All India process is. We'll explain that in detail too and let you know what the rules are. Now we have already seen this. In the last session, if you had looked at it, the Ultimate Guide to PG Counselling Part 2, if you have not yet gone through that, just go through that. This gives you a possible timeline in terms of sequence. We already discussed this now too, registrations and then All India results, state results, All India results, state results, All India round 3 results, state results. We said that we will not go through in detail. Today we will go through All India only. But as a base, we said who is eligible, what are the state eligibility rules, who is eligible for each round, etc. But major thing today you need to take away. We will take this in the second session in detail. We will be running another session tomorrow in detail on this part, how they work in tandem. But in order to see how they work in tandem, like All India round 1, who is eligible, based on that who is eligible for state round 1 is, and so on, we will need to understand first one counselling. Today we will see All India round 1, All India round 2 and All India round 3 and then All India stray round. So if you are assume that you are only attending All India and go through this session. If I am only attending All India, then what will be the rules? Later tomorrow we will also plug in what if I am attending a state. So for those who are attending All India alone, this session will be enough. For those who are also planning to attend state, this session is the base, and then you look at the next session where we will bring in the state counselings. So there are multiple rules and each rule is little confusing. We will take you through that. One thing that we need to remember from this particular sequence is first All India round 1 results, next state round 1 results. Most of the states except for 4 or 5 will release their state round 1 results on time. NMC schedule is there, we mentioned. Then we go on to All India round 1 results, but All India round 2 results. So All India round 1 results, state round 1 results, then All India round 2 results, state round 2 results, All India round 3 results, state round 3 results, then All India stray round results and state further rounds. That is how the sequence is. So we expect that if my state round 1 results have come in, before that itself my All India round 1 results are published and in that sequence. Some states won't do it on time. They will relay the round 1 results, but because there are 4 to 5 states, All India round 2 results will not be delayed. MCC will go ahead with All India round 2 usually. That is how the process is. Usually 4 to 5 states delay their results. They cannot delay because otherwise that will be, let us say some state is waiting for a case. Last year Andhra Pradesh was waiting for 4 weeks or 3 weeks because of confusions. But unfortunately, if that is the wait, everybody across India will have to wait, and irrespective of whether it is right, justified, not justified, MCC will go ahead. And there is no stopping them with this timelines just because 2-3 states, that is how it will happen. It will be injustice for a state candidates, for that particular state candidates, but that is how MCC works too. Now we will look at the rules. First thing is, I am getting into All India round 1, correct? I am looking at seats in All India round 1. What are the seats that I will be looking at in All India? I will be looking at AIQ, which is state 50%, deemed, plus NBEMS or DNB seats. And then I will also be looking at AFMS seats this year. In case you're not aware, AFMS possibly is priority 5 is through online counseling this year, post which a medical selection, medical fitness evaluation happens. Now this is how the entire set of seats you are looking for in All India. You also have seats in state, in your respective state if you are eligible. So we will look at how this sequence works only in All India. What we are going to clearly look at is All India alone I am attending, assume that it is so, and I want to know my eligibility for these rounds. There will be a state in between. I will see how that comes up with respect to All India. I want to attend All India round 1, I want to attend All India round 2, round 3, and then maybe I want to attend All India straight 2. With respect to this, what are the rules? If I have a state seat in this timeline, I am going to go for All India round 2, I have a state round 1 seat, whether they will allow me, can I hold a state round 1 seat and go? So this is more towards attending All India counseling. There may be a state seat in hand at some point. That is how we are going to look at this entire session. This will be a slightly long session. This will have round 1, round 2, round 3, stray round rules. It requires that time to explain each of these rules. So if you are only interested in short timeline videos, please ignore this entire session. You can come back later from when the All India round 1 happens, look at the All India round 1 rules at the starting timeline. Same way for every round you can come back. But your decisions are better when right from the beginning you know all the rules. No more explanations, we will go into clear rules. What do we need to look at from a round perspective? Who is eligible for that round? Whether I can fill choices fresh for that round. Like I have filled choices in one particular round, will that choices be carried forward or will I fill new choices for that round? And in case I don't join an allotted seat, whether I can move on to the next round, is there security deposit forfeiture, etc. So what is security deposit? We will explain that before we move on to everything. So when you register for All India counseling, first time when you register for All India counseling, you will pay a non-refundable registration fee. That is, will be around 5,000 or 1,000 rupees or 500 rupees depending upon the category and quota that you look for. Beyond that, you will pay a security deposit. It will be 25,000 or for government seats and 2 lakhs for deemed universities. Based on category, it might slightly differ. This 25,000 might differ. So this amount you will pay to MCC. Why are you paying this to MCC? You're paying to MCC to tell basically as a security deposit. MCC asks this so that you fill right choices. In certain rounds, you fill a choice and you don't join, or you join and resign in certain rounds, then you won't get your security deposit back. Whether you are eligible for next round might be different, but you won't get your security deposit back. Which round it is also a consideration. So when you are applying for registering for MCC for the choice filling for the first round onwards, this stays with MCC. Let us say you don't get any seat, they will give you back. You are allotted and you join the seat and continue till the end, they will definitely give you back. So in case you don't follow certain rules like non-joining, then they will take it and it will be forfeited. We'll look at first round. First round, who is eligible for All India counseling? For All India counseling, we should attend a lot of queries on who is eligible. FMGs are eligible. Are people from different states eligible, etc. Everybody who is qualified is eligible for All India counseling. Everybody who is qualified. All India quota seats are available for everybody across India. Same way DNB seats are available, same way deemed management seats are available, everybody is eligible across India. Only thing is you should have qualified your NEET PG exam. First time registration, so you will pay your registration, you will complete your registration, pay your registration fee and security deposit. Choice filling, it is the first time you are going to fill choices. You can fill as many choices that you want. But a suggestion is you right from round 1, you should be able to get your choice list ready for whichever quotas you are looking at. You are looking at All India quota, deemed quota and NRI quota, whichever quotas you are looking at, get your clear preference order ready. You can fill all the choices that you wish to take. There is no limit like 100 choices, 1000 choices. MCC will have in fact 4750 around choices maybe. Within that you can fill all the choices. I think it is around 4750 or around that number. You can fill all the choices that you wish. This is provided you select all the quotas, etc. Now, will you fill a choice that you do not wish to join? We wouldn't suggest that at all. If you're absolutely sure about not joining, don't fill up choices. But don't limit to closing ranks. We have mentioned it multiple times. We will keep emphasizing this till the end of the counseling. If you are ranked 10,000 and you don't go by last year's rank saying I will fill in choices from 9,500 to 10,500. Take a broad range. We said a 20% range for evaluation, 8,000 to 12,000 when you fill in those rank ranges in ZyNerd and get out information. But don't use that. For filling choices, limit closing ranks. It can be still larger when you are filling choices because there might be a chance that some seat over here was a personal preference. It might come down, etc. Whatever you wish to join, you fill. Don't necessarily go by these closing ranks of last year because till round 1, we won't know this year's trends. Only round 1 data will give us this year's trends. Next, after All India round 1 allotment, let us say I am not allotted at all. Nothing changes for you. If you are not allotted from your preferred choices, nothing changes for you. You can go ahead to All India round 2 or state round 1. Both are possible if you are not allotted. You don't have any seat in hand. It is like a new counseling going forward for you. Let us say you are allotted. Your results of allotment and decisions may impact the next rounds, correct? Whether you are going to join, etc. If you are not allotted, directly eligible for All India round 2, no issues. If you are allotted in All India round 1 and you join the seat, still eligible for All India round 2. What will you do? You will go to the institute, join the seat. Joining, reporting, admission mean the same thing. You will give your original certificate, pay the first year fee, get an admission letter from the institute, from the first round institute. You have to travel. No other way out. You can't say that I'm going to sit in my house, I'll do it online. That is not possible. You will have to travel to the institute and complete your admission process if you are really interested in this All India round 1 seat. When will you be really interested? If I get no other seat in this counseling, I will take this All India round 1 seat. If that is your decision, you will definitely go join directly. And you will not commence your course, you will come back. Come back to attend other rounds. Will you be eligible for a better seat in All India round 2? Yes. You can hold the seat, that seat is yours. You can fill choices for All India round 2 and you can get upgraded. What is upgradation? Upgradation is moving to a better seat while you are holding a seat in the next round. So you can upgrade from All India round 1 to holding this All India round 1 seat to a better seat in All India round 2 and join that seat in round 2. When round 2 happens, if you get that seat, this is called upgradation. What happens if you don't get a better seat in All India round 2? You have already joined this seat. That cannot be taken away from you. This seat will always be yours because you have taken the effort to go ahead and join. Let us say you take a decision not to join this seat. Which seat? The round 1 seat, you take a decision not to join the seat. You are still eligible for All India round 2. In the case of All India round 1, if you don't join the seat, you are still eligible for All India round 2. This is called free exit. Allotted and did not join candidates are eligible for All India round 2. In case you are allotted and you join and then resign the seat, you are also resigning the seat for whatever reason. There will be a timeline given for resigning your All India round 1 seat. Even then you are eligible for All India round 2. But in both the cases, you did not join or joined and resigned. In both the cases, you will not be holding your All India round 1 seat, correct? You did not even join or joined and resigned. It is out of your hand. Then you will go to All India round 2 without a seat in hand. There might be a minor possibility that even if you fill in the same seat, you might not get it. That miss is the risk possibly you will have to look at. Whatever happens here, all India round 1, you seat allotted, not allotted, allotted, joined and resigned. Four things only can happen. You will be eligible for state round 1. Basically, even if you are holding an all India round 1 seat that is with you, you have joined, you will still be eligible for state round 1 if the state allows eligibility. You are from Maharashtra, you have done your MBBS from Maharashtra, you will be eligible for Maharashtra state round 1 even if you have already taken a seat in all India round 1 and gone ahead and joined, let us say MAMC in some second preferred subject. You can go for Maharashtra state counselling, attend it and fill your choices for state round 1. Which results will come first? All India round 1 results will come first. Next, choice filling, next one, free exit. Can I resign my seat? We said you can resign, but that is a resignation deadline. So, after all India round 1, what happens? I go and join my seat. Even then, I can resign it. MCC will tell you, MCC is the All India Counselling person, All India Counselling Authority. They will tell you, you can resign within, let us say, 15th. Your state round 1 results usually come before the 15th. So, by 14th, if your state round 1 results come, it is a better seat. You can resign your All India round 1 seat. Go get your certificates back and then go ahead and join your state seat. You will have that timeline. There are complications here. We will take it up later. So, basically, you can do that is what we are saying. State round 1 seat can be taken or joined after joining an All India round 1 seat, provided your state results are before the All India round 1 resignation deadline prescribed by MCC. Possible, but within the resignation deadline. If the candidate exists, either I join and then I exit. Sorry, if the candidate exits, either I join or don't join, or I am not allotted at all. In all of the cases, I move out of the All India Counselling. My security deposit paid will be refunded, because if I don't join to, round 1 is free exit, which means I don't have my security deposit forfeiture even if I don't join and resign. I do not have my security deposit forfeited and I will get my amount back. First round offers the candidate this specific relaxation or flexibility, and your security deposit will be refunded 3 months. All security deposit refunds will be in December or January, 3 months after the counselling ends. So, if the counselling this time ends in November, it will be in Feb or Jan-Feb or even around that timeline. One thing is, at the time of joining All India round 1 seat, if you want to move to an All India round 2 seat, you have to opt for upgradation. Who will opt for upgradation? You have to do it, but you have to tell the institute, please enter that I am opting for upgradation in the admission process. The institute only will enter the information in the intra-MCC portal, which is their portal for confirming your admission. When they confirm the admission, they will have to say this candidate is willing for upgradation, and the admission letter will say yes, he or she is willing for upgradation. You always opt for upgradation when you are joining an All India round 1 seat. Even when it is a first preference, we would sincerely advise you opt for upgradation, because at some point in time you realize that your first preference is not the best preference and there are better options, or you don't like it, you can always go ahead and move to a different seat. Even if you are ranker 1, opt for upgradation is what we would suggest. In case you don't want to move ahead, you can always not fill choices later and keep the same seat. That is always possible, but if you are not opting for upgradation, you will be stuck. You will not be able to take any seat in All India Counselling further. We will be moving to All India round 2 now. We are looking at All India round 2 rules. Who is eligible? Everybody is again eligible for All India round 2. Irrespective of the seat status. What can be the seat status? I was allotted in All India round 1, joined, not joined, etc. All those All India round 1 stuff. Second, I might have a state round 1 seat. I might have joined a state round 1 seat at this timeline. We know that the round 1 results will be out before All India round 2 results are out. Even then, you are eligible for All India round 2, holding a state round 1 seat. What might have happened? I might have joined an All India round 1 seat, joined and resigned and joined a state round 1 seat. Then again I am eligible for All India round 2 for a better seat. That is also possible. Now, fresh registration is possible. I missed registering in round 1 itself. I did not even participate in All India round 1. You can participate in All India round 2. We do not suggest it because some lower ranker might get a seat which they will not leave at all. all India round 1 registered, irrespective of whether you took free exit or you joined the seat or you are not allotted, you just use the same login and fill choices. Choices are fresh. First round choices will go away. New choices are fresh. You will have to fill up from a blank list. Even if you have put in 500 choices in round 1, all will be gone. You will have to fill fresh choices for round 2. If you are holding an all India round 1 seat, I am holding the seat, I went ahead and joined, then you will get put better choices. As in whatever is better than this, only those you will fill. System will take it as you assume it is better. What are the seats that will be available in all India round 2? Why does shift happen between all India round 2 and all India round 1 and round 2? Because there will be a lot of unallotted seats in all India round 1 itself. Nobody picked up those seats. Some less preferred seat in a deemed university, like an anatomy seat in a deemed university, there will be a lot of vacancies. Second, R1 not joined. Round 1 mein somebody was allotted but did not join. Then that seat is vacant. It comes into the second round as a vacancy. New seats in round 2. Usually NMC does not add seats, but in round 2 some way or the other, some institute makes a mistake. There will be additional seats which are left out in round 1. They were not actually put into the seat matrix. Now second round they add that. Virtual vacancies. Somebody who is actually an all India round 1 joined candidate. This candidate opts for upgradation in all India round 2. So what happens? Somebody who is an all India round 1 joined candidate opts for upgradation in all India round 2. Where does he give? In the institute. And gets upgraded. So this person gets a better seat. He was in MD Pediatrics in BMMC, let us say. Now he gets MD Pediatrics in a better institute, let's say MAMC. We're not sure which is the right one, but now this seat is vacant. This seat has to go to somebody within round 2 itself, a ranker, whoever is the highest among the rank who has preferred this. That is shown as a virtual vacancy, because only if you fill this choice, you will get it. This person's vacancy, somebody who is holding a seat, that seat is showed as a virtual vacancy because it is not a clear vacancy. This person is holding the seat only if the person upgrades during All India round 2 process. When his rank comes in, he gets a better seat. Then the seat is taken up as a clear vacancy and allotted to somebody else. What if the person does not upgrade at all? It will remain a virtual vacancy. Nobody will get that seat. This person will retain that seat. So that is clear vacancy. Those clear vacancies are also available in that is a virtual vacancy. Anybody who is holding a seat and opts for upgradation, that vacancy will be a virtual vacancy and that will be available in round 2 as well. Can you fill R1 seat after free exit? All India round 1, I was allotted a seat, did not join. You can fill that seat during round 2. After All India round 2 allotment, what will be your results and decisions? I will be allotted in All India round 2. Let us say you don't have any, after allotment, let us say you don't have any seat at the end of All India round 2. First round also not allotted, or second round also not allotted, or first round free exit, second round not allotted, or first time I registered in second round not allotted. You are still eligible for All India round 3. Irrespective of whether you have done free exit or no allotment, you are eligible for All India round 3. Some candidates who opted for upgradation might actually have what? Some candidates who opted for upgradation might actually be retaining that seat. I have an All India round 1 seat, I joined it, I opted for upgradation, I did not get upgraded. So I still have my All India round 1 seat. Those candidates are also eligible for round 3, All India round 3. Those candidates are also eligible for All India round 3. We will have 3 scenarios here which we will explain, but these candidates are eligible for All India round 3. Now, what are the 3 scenarios for these candidates? We will explain over here. What is the scenario that we are taking? I have joined an All India round 1 seat. I opted for upgradation. In All India round 2, I did not get a better seat. I retained my All India round 1 seat. So in All India round 2, what is the seat I still hold? My All India round 1 retained seat. The last year's process was, you can resign the seat within 2 days if you want, exit without forfeiture, which means your security deposit will not be forfeited. You can participate in All India round 3. Possible. Second, you exit with forfeiture, which means you can resign the seat after 2 days, still a timeline they give. They'll give another 5 days or 4 days, eligible for R3. But since you exited with forfeiture, you will have to repay your security deposit. Your 25,000 or 2 lakhs will be gone here because you resigned after 2 days, and then you will be eligible for round 3. Third is, you continue holding your All India round 1 retained seat itself. That becomes an All India round 2 seat in the eyes of MCC, and you can upgrade to All India round 3. Hold this seat and move on to a better seat in All India round 3. That is also possible. This part alone, we have some confusion based on MDS this year. We will get back to you on this later. Note it. We will get back to you after the MDS results are published. We are waiting for that on this part. Now, so basically we know that an All India round 1 retained candidate, seat retained candidate in All India round 2, eligible for All India round 3. I am allotted in All India round 2, maybe a better seat and joined. Still I am eligible for All India round 3, so I can hold an All India round 2 seat. Exactly as I did in All India round 1. I can hold an All India round 2 seat and then go on to a better seat in All India round 3. What do I need to do? I have to opt for upgradation in the round 2 institute. And allotted in All India round 2 and did not join, or joined and resigned, then you lose your security deposit. Like this is a new seat. I am allotted a new seat in All India round 2. I first time registered, or I upgraded from round 1 to round 2. I resign that seat. Forfeiture of security deposit. And I can go to All India round 3 still with a better seat in hand, for a better seat without any seat in hand. Because I resigned, I won't have a seat. I can go to All India round 3. So that is fresh registration. Some of these clauses we will again run it during All India round 2, because MDS we have some confusion on this, but this is how the process is. That is what we expect. Now again emphasizing, did not join the allotted All India round 2 seat, security deposit forfeited, eligible for All India round 3 through fresh registration. Joined All India seat round 2 seat and resigned, possible only till All India round 2 resignation deadline, security deposit forfeiture, and eligible for All India round 3. No seat after R2. I don't have any seat after R2 and I exit. I did not get allotted, or I am having no seat after R2. Then the security deposit is refunded. First round no seat, second round no seat, or first round fee exit, second round no seat. Your security deposit will be refunded. Jan or Feb will be the timeline. So we have already gone through that. Now we look at All India round 3 rules. Again we are emphasizing this is based on 2023. Any changes we will come up with for 2024. We expect that this is highly likely, but throughout the process there will be 1 or 2 changes at least that we will have to accommodate for during the counselling process. Now who is eligible for All India round 3? Now this is very important, because we said that last round anybody who holds a state round 1 seat is also eligible for All India round 2, which means you can resign the seat and go on to All India round 2 is what we said. That is why the eligibility criteria also exists. Here it gets a little tricky. All India round 2 joined, state round 2 joined. Both set of candidates, even if you hold an All India round 2 seat, state round 2 seat, anything else you can hold? No. Only either it is an All India seat or any state round 2 seat. That if you hold, you are still eligible as per MCC. MCC says you can fill your choices. This will be a controversial thing every year, because there will be a lot of competition at this stage towards the end of the counselling. There will be a lot of confusion and everybody would want their own rules, but this is the rule that is mentioned by MCC. Anybody who is All India round 2 join, state round 2 join, can also attend All India round 3 holding those seats in hand, and then they will be able to move on to this better seat from state round 2 or All India round 2. All India round 2 to round 3 is upgradation. State round 2 to All India round 3 is called movement usually. Fresh registration is possible. I have not resigned, I have not done my registration in All India round 1, All India round 2. Yes, it is possible. Also for All India round 2 security deposit forfeited. Whoever did not join their All India round 2 seats, security deposit is gone, right? They will also have to do a fresh registration. When we say fresh registration, for them it is just log in and make the payment. For the rest of the new candidates, they will have to fill in details and register. Cutoff is usually reduced before round 3. Cutoff is usually reduced before round 3. Even if it is not reduced, last year it was delayed because of this. MCC knows that everybody will go put up a case in the Supreme Court. For some strange reason, they don't reduce the cutoff, even though they intend to do it every time. So this is NMC's role. So NMC should reduce the cutoff ideally, but How much of it will be how much it will be reduced to, we won't have a clue now. Every year it has been different. 2 years back it was 0, last year it was around 25, I think, 25 percentile, I think. So that reduction we will have to wait to see. Now, all these new candidates, because of cutoff reduction, can they register in round 1 itself? No. If you are not qualified, you cannot register. When cutoff is reduced, definitely you will be given a chance to register. Not only in all India, but in every state. Fresh choices again, past choices are null and void. What will be the seats? Again, all India round 2 unallotted, R2 not joined or resigned. You also have a resigned seat, plus new seats in R3. Very, very few seats will be there in R3, and virtual vacancies. What are virtual vacancies? Whoever is holding an all India round 2 seat, that seat will be a virtual vacancy in case they opted for upgradation. If they upgrade, that seat will become an actual vacancy and will be allotted within round 3 itself. It will not go to the next round. Within round 3 itself to the other candidates. Once they upgrade, immediately system will take the seat and allot, and then finally the round 3 results will be published. So, can you fill the all India round 2 allotted and not joined or resigned seat? You can still fill in all India round 3. Now, what are the scenarios that one can be after all India round 3 allotment? No seat at the end of all India round 3. I don't have any seat. Round 1 or from round 2 onwards, I did not get any seat. I don't hold any seat now, not allotted in round 3 too. You are eligible for all India stray or further state rounds. Allotted in all India round 3 and joined. This is where things start. The stringent rules start. Basically, your counseling journey ends here. All India round 3 allotted and joined. That is your final seat, which means you will not be able to move ahead with the counseling, whether it is in state or in all India, once you join an all India round 3 seat. This is the most critical stage where you will have to take a decision, or you would have already taken a decision, and your NEET PG 2024 gets over. If you join an allotted all India round 3 seat, that will be your final seat. How is it your final seat? What happens if you attend a state counseling? What happens if you attend all India stray without even, how does MCC control it, or how do the authorities control it? After you are allotted an all India round 3 seat and you join the seat, then MCC knows that you have joined the seat, because in the portal itself, the admissions happen through the MCC portal, they will get the list. Similarly, we will add one more scenario. In case you hold an all India round 2 seat and get into all India round 3 and retain the seat, you did not get upgraded. This is also your final seat. You will be considered as all India round 3 joined. This person who was allotted in all India round 3 and joined had some time to join and could have decided on joining or non joining. This person who is all India round 2 seat holder went into all India round 3, did not get upgraded. That person will be considered automatically as all India round 3 joined. So these two people, round 3 allotted and then went ahead and joined, round 2 seat retained, that will be their final seat. What will MCC do? MCC will send across complete all India round 3 joint candidates list to every state. State 1, state 2, so on, for all the 31 other counseling authorities or 28 other counseling authorities. They will send across this joint candidates list, roll number, name, rank, etc. Don't allot them. Any state allots it in their round 3. After all India round 3 results only, state round 3 results will be published. Every state will wait for this list and only then publish their state round 3 results. In case they go ahead and publish, candidates will take it up, file a case. This has happened in Madhya Pradesh, this has happened in Maharashtra earlier, and a lot of cases have happened. Now every state is very clear. I will have to wait for the all India round 3 joined list. I will remove everyone who has been allotted in all India round 3 and join the seat or retain the seat from all India round 2. That final seat person will not be allotted in any state round 3. This same list is available with MCC. They only define this list. They will send it, they will know that I will not allow them in all India stray or any further rounds. Automatically, you will not be able to log in at all to further counselings. So this is a part where you will need to take a decision. Let us say you are allotted in all India round 3 and don't join. you will lose your security deposit. From round 2 onwards, non-joining is security deposit forfeiture. You will also be out of All India Counselling. You will exit with forfeiture, not eligible for stray round. Which stray? All India stray, you are not eligible for. States you might be able to attend, but All India stray, you are not eligible for. Now, the query is it possible to resign after All India round 3 joining? We said it is the final seat. These two cases, you can't resign. In the sense, many candidates come up and say, I want to pay my penalty, 25 lakhs, full 3-year fee, I am ready to pay. You can't resign. Security deposit is a 2 lakh thing, 25,000 or 10,000 thing. That some candidates might not even be concerned about, unfortunately, and take decisions. But even if you are willing to pay the complete fee or whatever be it, you will not be able to resign in this seat. You will be still part of the list. Penalty applicability or not does not matter. This is your final seat. That seat of yours, whatever you join, will not come into the counselling later too. It will be considered as a not joined seat. Let us say you don't report to the institute at all. That seat will be considered as a lapsed seat. Nobody will be there for the next 3 years. So once you do this, let us say you study in a deemed university, the deemed university will not get that seat back for allotment. You will be in this seat because they are not allowed you, they are not supposed to allow you to resign. MCC will not even have that portal possibility of resigning in the portal. You will continue to be in this seat till the last day of admissions, and then you can only discontinue, which means after the last date of admissions, you will pay all the penalties, discontinue the seat. That is how it is. So this point is a very, very crucial point for everyone. Let us say you don't join the allotted All India round 3 seat. You exit with forfeiture like we said here, and you are not eligible for All India straight round. You don't have any seat till the end of round 3. Round 1, round 2, round 3, no seat. Or round 1 free exit, round 2 and round 3, no seat. You will still, you want to quit. You are eligible for stray by default, but you want to quit, you can quit. Now, one part here which we have to also consider is whether I have a state round 2 seat, whether I will be able to join an All India round 2 seat, round 3 seat. I have a state round 2 seat in hand. We said state round 1 to All India round 1, round 2 was possible. You can resign this and join this. State will allow resignation. Most of the states will allow resignation as long as this time, by this timelines, state round 1 has been completed. Usually it will be. Now state round 2 seat to All India round 3 seat. Can I attend All India round 3 holding a state round 2 seat? We said yes. But some states don't allow this resignation. By state process, very few states. So even though you are allotted here, you will assume that the state will provide resignation. For some strange reason, the state last year it happened with Tamil Nadu, and then there was a court case. This state may not allow resignation. Even though you get a better seat, you will be stuck with exiting this counselling because you cannot join because your originals are with your state round 2 seat. They won't allow resignation. With the penalty, maybe they will allow. So that part of state round 2 seat resignation, till what date can I do it to join an All India round 3 seat? You will have to be clear. See, these are very large level things at this stage. You might be able to follow currently, or you might have still a lot of queries currently. When the counselling happens stage by stage, you come back over here, you will be able to clearly get these. But what we do is, you don't even need to come back here. At the time of counselling, we will be having sessions saying this states, this is the rule, they can move on to All India round 3. These states, there is no clarity because the states haven't provided clarity. These states, they cannot move on to All India round 3 because resignation is not possible. At that level, we will be running sessions every year. If you had followed us last year, you would know that at what level we would be running sessions. So ZyNerd is not just about data. It is much more about rules, regulations, exactly pinpointing what kind of, giving you the information on what kind of decisions to make basis the rules that exist, which is in detail with experience of many years. State round eligibility impact. Some states don't allow resignation, we said. All India round 3 joint candidates are ineligible for state round 3. That will also be mentioned. Finally, we come to the stray vacancy round. We will not be going through the special stray which might happen later. These are the 4 rounds that will happen for sure. Just taking a break. Good. So these are the four rounds that will happen for sure. Which one? Round 1, round 2, round 3. Upgradation from round 1 to round 2 possible, round 2 to round 3 possible. But from round 3 onwards, we said joint not eligible. So they will not be eligible for stray. Now if you note, so who is eligible for the stray round? Beyond this, there might be a special stray which they conduct after getting permission from the Supreme Court, etc. That will be for a very few seats. It is more of unpredictable set of seats where some people get lucky, and if you are waiting for it, it is a huge risk kind of a thing. That you decide at a later point in time, where the decisions will be purely, if I get lucky, I will go into special stray. If I don't get lucky, I will go for the next year. Same also to an extent exists, the risk exists in stray vacancy too. Who is eligible? Allotted in All India round 3 and did not join are not eligible. We know. Allotted in All India round 3 and joined to, that is their final seat, they are also not eligible. So basically, if you are allotted in All India round 3, you become ineligible. And who don't hold a state round 3 seat, at that point state R3 results would be out. If you hold a seat after this, if you have joined a seat and then you are holding a seat at that point in time, then you are not eligible for All India round 3. Rest all are eligible, including fresh registration. Somebody who has not attended any counselling at that point in time, they see that stray, there is an excellent seat, I didn't know that, you can come in and register. But this is too late a stage. It is more of a stage where you will, like we said for special stray, there is some possibility of a seat. If I don't get it, I go for the next year kind of a situation over here. So who is eligible for stray round? A round 3 allotted, anyone allotted, whether joined or not, ineligible. So anybody who is holding an All India seat or those who have been allotted an All India round 3 are ineligible, whether they joined or not. Second, state round 3 seat holders are not eligible. States are supposed to share this list for MCC, and MCC is supposed to remove them. That has not happened last year because of the timelines, but every year this is supposed to happen, might happen if candidates ask them to follow the rules or stress them. Fresh choices, what are the seats? All India round 3 unallotted basically, and round 3 not joined or resigned. Can they resign? This is not possible. Round 3 not joined alone. So this is something that you need to be clear. After All India round 3 joining happens, you cannot resign. So All India round 3 unallotted, round 3 not joined, allotted and not joined. These are the seats that will come up. No option to opt out last year. This is something that is specific. See, in the sense, this is specifically provided because let us say you want to go into stray and you are allotted a seat. There is no going back. They said that there will be debarment last year. Forget the opt-out term, but there will be debarment last year. Debarment in the sense, you will not be eligible for the next year's NEET PG 2025 in case you are allotted in stray round and you don't join. Whether they are going to implement this for 2023 stray round non-joinees, we are not sure. Because there was a special stray post this, they had implemented, they did not share the admit card for 2024 special stray non-joined candidates, allotted and did not join. 2023 special stray allotted and did not join candidates were debarred. 2023 stray allotted and did not join were not debarred, but there is always a risk because we don't know whether there will be an additional round. The actual rule is stray round, allotted, did not join, debarred from 2025 NEET PG. That should be the rule. We will also confirm on that. No seat at the end of stray round. You can wait for special stray. You have no seats, or you can start preparing, assuming that there is minimal chances. Just need to fill your choices for special stray, the ones that you wish to join, and wait. When will this timeline be? We expect this to be probably in December, around that time. That is when this special stray, the special stray might happen. Stray might possibly be around November end or November mid to end. That is what the timeline that we are expecting. What is, if you allotted in All India stray and joined, final seat obviously you can't go to state. You will not be allowed to resign. All India stray allotted and did not join, you exit with forfeiture. your security deposit will be forfeited and debarred from NEET PG 2025. After joining, you cannot resign. We know that. Like right from round 3, after joining, you cannot resign. It will only result in seat lapse. The seat will not even come to special strain. So the institute will definitely ask you to pay the penalty for seat leaving. Did not join, exit with forfeiture. This is the last round anyways. You will not be eligible for special stay even if it happens. If you did not join allotted stay seat, you will also be debarred. No seat after stay round, you will be refunded. Now, when will you get your refund? Basically, you will get your refund in all these cases when you have no seat allotted at all. And you have joined the seat and continued with the seat in the end. You will get your security deposit refunded in Feb or Jan. When will you not get your security deposit refunded? We'll tell you when you won't get your security deposit refunded. This will give you a clear idea. You can take it for as a master rule. All India round 2 joined and resigned, or All India round 2 allotted and did not join. This is resignation of a new seat. Then your security deposit will be forfeited. This case, your security deposit will be forfeited. The same for round 3, the same for stray round. So any of these scenarios, your security deposit will be forfeited. Whenever you are allotted and did not join after round 2, any time after round 2, or allotted, joined and resigned any time after All India round 2. The only exception for round 1, there is no such route. The only exception to this is there might be some candidates who have retained their All India round 1 seat in All India round 2 after these results are out. They have 2 days to resign without forfeiture. So this scenario alone, after the All India round 2 starts, if you have a seat, you will be able to regain your security deposit even after resigning. In rest all scenarios, you will be losing your security deposit if you don't join. If you continue to work, you join and then continue with the seat and finish 3 years, by the time your 4th month in your college comes up in Jan or Feb, you will get your refund. Same way, if you are not allotted a seat, you will get your refund, but it will take another 4-5 months. So this is something that we wanted to tell you. Now all 4 rounds will be online, no offline rounds. Offline rounds were there around 2 years back, but no offline rounds. This principle is being implemented in state counsellings too for MDS. Karnataka, Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, with were doing institutional quota or seats allotments at that, even Maharashtra, which was doing that, which were doing seat allotments at the institute level. Everybody has moved on to online counselling. Karnataka has moved on. When Karnataka has moved on, which is the biggest stopper of any online counselling, Karnataka doesn't budge at all. They have moved on because of a direction. Supreme Court in December 2021 said all counsellings should be online. So all the counsellings will be online, allotments will be online, but choice filling will be but joining will be at the institute level. For every round, you have to join at the institute level. So all India, all state counsellings will be online this year. Very rare exceptions will be smaller states like Goa, Chandigarh, maybe Tripura, etc. Those might conduct NEGRIMS, RIMS, JNIMS. Those smaller states may still continue with an offline counselling, but the rest of the counsellings are expected to be online, basis Supreme Court order. What is the advantage of an online counselling? An online counselling has an advantage because when you conduct an online counselling, the allotment list has to be put up and we will clearly know whether it is by merit. I attended, I filled my choices, why didn't you give me a seat and you have given me a lower ranker? It is possible to question in an online counselling, but the problem is, in case I am allotted, many are allotted, somebody above me is allotted, he has an easy exit. Only his security deposit is forfeited, that person has an easy exit, and the system cannot do anything like an offline counselling where his certificates can always be got and there is a larger penalty. So that balance between merit not being followed in an offline counselling versus some lapse of seats in an online counselling, the Supreme Court has directed to go with online counselling, and for deemed universities it has worked out pretty decent. Very less lapse of seats as compared to the number of seats which were allotted outside the purview of merit, which usually happened in offline counselling. So that is how it is. This entire counselling process we will be with you. This is the first in the part of the complete process. We have not yet taken you through what the sequence of counselings, correct? So this part we have not taken you through, where state round ones are also involved. We will be running this session tomorrow or possibly on Monday. We will let you know the time. Keep following us. We will be starting with state counselings from Monday. We will also be adding information on multiple smaller level information on conversion when it happens, DNB versus MDMS, what is the regulation difference, and in terms of how to fill your choices, how allotment happens, and a whole lot of information that will help you during the entire counseling process. Keep continuing to watch our videos and be part of our Telegram groups. Ask queries in our Telegram groups. Our Telegram groups is not necessarily for promoting subscriptions. It is for candidates to ask queries. This year we say that there are a lot of queries, lesser queries. You can ask queries. The public Telegram group will be open till the start of the counseling process. We'll be responding back to all your queries. For subscribers, we have separate call support. It is not through the Telegram group. For subscribers, it's through call support. You can call us directly or email us. We will respond back to your queries. Emails will have a 2-day response period, 1 to 2 day response period. Calls immediately we'll answer, or we'll research and get back to you on any information. So before the counseling, use this 1.5 months wisely to get to understand the process and get your certificates, documents, and majorly your preference orders ready by looking at last year's possibilities and then evaluating with candidates. That will give you a better idea during the counseling process. Use ZyNerd for at least 1-2 days to get to understand how ZyNerd works. It will save a lot of time during the counseling process. In case you have any queries or any suggestions on ZyNerd too, you can always get back to us. Please leave your comments on whether you are okay with this kind of a presentation, or if you want to modify anything, or if you have your feedback, please leave a comment. We have a few queries, I believe. Just hold on. I'm not sure I picked up the video, so. I'm just getting the videos. Yeah, the queries that we have. So please leave your feedback on whether you're okay with the complete session. In case there is anything else that we can do or we can modify it, we would still want you to let us know. So please keep subscription price low. See, it is not our intention to raise the subscription price, but what has happened is over the last year, we have come up with a lot of new stuff and we have got a bigger team this year to serve you. So we have an offer currently at 2,999 plus GST. That might not go up beyond this. We will have this till the results are published, so that you will be able to get benefit out of it at least 1 day after the results. In case you want to take it, you can take it. For last year subscribers, we still have a 500 rupees offer. So this we believe will be worth it for you to take your decisions. So that is why it is priced at that. Any other queries on the rules, regulations, etc., you can just let us know now. I see no queries, so possibly we will. Okay, thank you. You're welcome, sir. We'll be running similar sessions. You can join our Telegram groups too for queries too. There are a lot of queries that we are answering. Some of these rules, if they change, we will let you know during the process. This is good to understand and then adjust for minor changes than looking at the prospectus for the first time and change it. Last year subscribers can use this. In case you are a subscriber of last year, we knew that you had it at a slightly lower price. You can use this discount code renew 500 at the time of payment, final payment. After you click everything, you can use this discount code. You will get it at 2499 plus GST. One request, you will have to use your registered mobile number, and one important thing is we have our app version. The app version is suitable for certain kind of data. If you want to go back to our regular version which you used last year, which is comprehensive, etc., you can always use a browser in your mobile, or you can use your tab or laptop, which we always suggest. Use a tab, laptop, or a desktop for the complete tabular version, which will give you analysis, which will help you with trends, or compare different institutes, or sort out in different institutes. We are coming up with a few features too in terms of sorting based on fees type, and based on your feedback, we will get that done too. In-service quota in different state, we will take that up. In each state, we will take that up too when we are doing the state counselings. If you have a specific state, we can also get you that information. Just ask the query in the Telegram group. Expected date of joining after the first round. So we mentioned that, okay, so this is just an expected thing. We can't confirm this because MCC usually delays it by at least a month after the results. This year how it will be, we don't know. We are expecting that September end the counseling may start, which means October mid is the expected timeline for joining. Counseling starts in the sense notification will come in, and the choice filling registration starts around this timeline. October first week or mid of October might be the timeline for round 1 joining. It will take 10 days for the registration, 7 to 8 days for the registration plus choice filling, and then this process starts. Joining will be another 7 days, so you will have this October mid timeline mostly. That is what we believe in. If this is towards traveling to India or being setting up a date for a function or putting up your travel plans within India, that we are not sure. You will have to wait. That confirmation we can't give at this stage. It might be different. A complete option entry help we are not doing. That is around 25,000 to 1 lakh. We decided not to do that. That is usually at around 25,000. Even up to 1 lakh it goes is what we hear. We don't do an option entry help at individual level. Even when we know that when that kind of a subscription is taken, a preference list is shared. Usually a closing rank order, which is also there in ZyNerd, possibly from ZyNerd. That closing rank based last year preference order is already in ZyNerd. We don't do that and say that just fill in your preferences like this. That is not the right approach because it is somebody else's preferences. We are very honest about it. Evaluation has to happen at your end. Evaluation of institutes. If you form filling and other processes are very simple processes. So the only additional thing that you will have to do is get your preference orders from ZyNerd or any place and then evaluate it yourself. Unless you do it, somebody else, giving it to somebody else is like giving your career choice to somebody else. We don't do that. And we also don't have the expertise today. We are working on this with candidates across, with PGs across. It might take us another one year. We are trying to push it for the next year for getting this evaluation process done too. We may come up with a few webinars this year, but beyond that, we don't offer that package of 25,000 this year. But you take up ZyNerd, possibly what you get at 25K, it will be the same. These preferences, where if somebody is actually evaluating and giving it to you, then go for a better package that is outside. Fee details, we don't intend to do a session because it's a large area. Actually, fee details, if you look at it, for each state, each private institute, based on the clinic, whether it is clinical, non-clinical, which seat it is, the fee quota, category, etc., the fee quota, etc., the fee differs. So it is not possible to condense it in a single thing. All you need to do is check the seat and then put up the fee details. What we do, I'll tell you, what we do, give you an idea of, is when we run the sessions for states, you would be interested in your state and the open states, correct? So when we run the session for states, it will take us 15 days solid, 2.5 weeks for us to run each state one by one, even if it is 2 states per day. We will tell you for this set of open states, for this quota, the fee range will be this. That will give you an idea. But individually, each seat wise, it will be 500 different seats. That might not be possible, but we'll give you for clinicals, this is the range. Non-clinicals, this is the range. Because anesthesia will have a different fee structure. Some other clinical will have a different fee structure. That may not be able to put up. That you will have to research. That itself will take you 4 or 5 days. That cannot be condensed in a session, but we'll definitely give you at least this base to start with. Whether you want to apply, whether you want to look at that state. Like, let us say Karnataka has fees starting from 12 point some lakhs, say. You might decide whether you want to look at that. But beyond that, for each course, you will have to check on the portal. So, okay, fine. So that is pretty much, I think there are no other queries. If you have any queries on the rules, regulations, what we did today, let us know. Tomorrow or on Monday maybe, or tomorrow, we will run sessions on what? We'll run clear sessions on this state-wise results, how it impacts. That will be will give you complete clarity on the process. It will be in detail too. During the process too, we will be running sessions, but that will possibly be exclusive to subscribers, because at that point in time, generic sessions may not be there. We might be doing it in the portal itself. Thank you, Bhavesh sir. This time you will provide more updated college college fees. Thank you, Bhavesh sir, for recommending us over here. More updated college fees type and bond. Fees type and bond is available. Every year we change it, modify it before the counseling starts. So 2023 is what you are seeing. we have got information for around, I think around 17 deemed universities till now in terms of fee change. Government stipends will change. We know of a few changes like Maharashtra has changed. We know a few bond changes like in Assam, etc. We have collated the GOs over the last 1 year, and we also have feedback from candidates where we missed out some DNB seats, NBE seats where there is a 5,000, 6,000 difference. That has changed over the years, which we did not update towards the end of 2023. When the counseling happened, there will be changes. So that and the MCC's data, we will update everything together this year too. We are trying to connect with more candidates compared to last year. We'll definitely do that. How many government seats in All India counseling? Yes, fee details we'll get back, sir. We'll definitely run sessions, but in the state counseling sessions we will get back. How many government seats in AA? This is a number that may not necessarily be relevant. So the total seats in All India is around 22,000. The exact number of AA seats, total seats, 25,000 is the total number, I guess. 22,000 or 22,500 would be the allotments in round 1, round 2, round 3. Rest of them no one picks up, as in basically those are less preferred courses in high fee deemed institutes or peripheral less preferred states have peripheral states, etc. Less preferred courses, those are not taken. 22,000 is the actual total number, including deemed. 25,000 which were allotted. 25,000 is the approximate number. Fee details we'll get to, sir. Another question, sir. We have a lot of sessions. We'll get you the fee details, but not in detail. In detail, you will have to look at ZyNerd or any other source which gives you that in detail. Because in ZyNerd, let us say we have around last year's fee stipend and bond possibly would be around 75,080 combinations. So for each of them, you will have to see the fee details. For a government, it might be similar, but within each institute, for each course, there is a different fee. So that you will have to check up. That might not be possible to do it in sessions. Low fee seats, yeah, we will bring that. We will bring that. Low fee seats in the sense, within open seats, we will possibly run a session for open seats. We can note that down. We'll run a session for open seats and let you know what kind of seats might be available. That might be taken up. That we can let you know. How to know about the fee details? There are two options, sir. One is you can go to the portals, the raw data to the particular state websites and look at last year's data. Some of the states share the fee details in detail, like Karnataka shares, Maharashtra shares for a few. But otherwise, you will have to go to each institute and look at the fee details. Not that we are promoting, but you will go to ZyNerd and say this institute, this course, this quota, you will get your fee details within a few seconds. That is what we have done, collating every information across. But you can also use other possibilities. But one suggestion we would give is don't go by broad details saying one GO. Each course will have a different fee and each quota might have a different fee. That you will have to look at. It will take only 20 to 25 seconds for looking at all the fee details for any specific fee detail in ZyNerd in your app. But otherwise, the option is to go through multiple details. This cannot be put in a PDF. We know that for each quota category we have put it in the app. That itself takes us around 15 to 20 days time to translate the data. So that is impossible to put in a PDF. Closing ranks we will share tomorrow. Rank we already have mentioned, sir. We are not experts in predicting. We don't think anybody can predict. We are not into that at all. Rank marks versus 480. What will be the rank? We cannot predict at all. We don't think there is any basis. Please wait for the results. It will be. We expect that it will be within a week. Just wait for the results. Thanks a lot. I think that is pretty much what we have. In case there are any queries, please give details on sponsored seats. We are coming up with it. We have already done the video, done the entire content for sponsored seats, DNB sponsored seats, but those are only for in-service candidates. We will be running that session on specifically on sponsored seats too. We'll do that. If you are an in-service candidate, you can also connect back to with us. You'll be directed to us if you are a subscriber. We'll give you all the information now itself so that you can be ready or represent to your state in case you think that that is possible, in case they are not sponsoring currently. Okay, so 30K DNB was possible last year. Above 30K anesthesia and maybe a few seats in ophthalm might have been. Ophthalm, I'm not sure. Anesthesia definitely was possible, around 30K. But have a look at it. We'll be running the PDFs by tomorrow. Thanks a lot for watching. Please do share the Telegram group links and other links to everyone. Thanks a lot for watching. Thank you.